Hi guys, so I thought I'd make a video. If you remember, basically I am trying to get back into building, and I spent ages, quite literally, is my audio working? I hope it is. Anyway, I spent ages just procrastinating and staring at the level editor on a blank screen. Okay, so if you imagine the editor loads up and you have your room, I've sat there for like 10 minutes or half an hour just staring at the screen thinking, right, I really want to build something, but I couldn't think, so I ended up just closing the editor and coming away from it. So I did a little experiment. I loaded up my first level. This is it. This is the released version. I sadly don't have my original project file to load into the editor, but this is the released version that I've downloaded. And this is how this room used to look, okay? So if you look at that, and then hopefully I don't die, but if you remember, there was this invisible platform here for anyone that's played it, and then you came through into this section, okay? Right, and then we went up into here, and this is how it looked. This is how it originally looked. Right, this is how, and then there was like a pool of water here. Okay. Now, I actually played through some of my level, and then I watched other people play my level of this particular game, and I thought to myself, I started picking out all the things that were wrong with it. I sat there and I thought, this is the wrong colour, that's the wrong colour, this is completely wrong, the lighting's too dark, and I just looked at it and thought, this needs to be changed. So I did a little experiment, and I opened up my previous, I found a project file of my starting area of my search for the hidden stone, and I've altered it significantly. I have been working on it this last week, an hour here, an hour there, and I've just been changing various things. So if I put Lara here, I mean, you could probably just look at it and tell that it's different already. Hopefully this is going to work, because I had a lot of issues to begin with. I had a lot of issues getting the editor to work in TRNG, and this is 10. This is the new editor. So I'm hoping so as you can see, already there's a significant difference. The invisible platform has gone. The texturing has changed. We're now going for angelic. So basically, if you remember, my level was supposed to be set in the Paris catacombs, and you were to go through, venture through the catacombs and find yourself into the ninth circle, which is hell. So if you look at it now, compared to how it was in my previous show just there now, it's brighter, it's more angelic. So I've replaced the demon statues with angel statues, and there's also an angel statue below me. You can just about see it there. And I've remodeled a lot of this. So hopefully I can still make it over here. I can. Right. So originally you walked through here into a gap into the floor, and you got here that way, but I've changed it completely now. I've completely and utterly changed it. I've made it more cramped. I've made it more concealed. I'm going to lower the ceiling as well, to give it that catacomby vibe. But I've changed a lot. I've changed a significant portion of this game, and I intend to do that with some of the other sections of the game as well. I have edited a significant portion and changed a lot of things. If I can't find my original project file for the ninth circle, or even an older version, then I probably will have to build that again from scratch. But this area originally did not exist, or it did in some form, but it didn't exist. Okay, there's collision on that door. I'm glad I found that. But this area here did not exist. This whole ramp section did not exist. This is new. And we come down here. And we find ourselves here. No, this isn't foolproof. This is not a definitive. This is not a definitive version. This is just me at the moment, building what I feel is good for it. Oh, we've got the corner bug going on here. Okay, we've survived, that's fine. So originally this area was completely flooded, and now it's not. But I came up with an idea, and I need to texture that portion there. I've missed it. Whoops-a-daisy. But this is far from finished. This is not going to be finished. This is going to be completely revamped. In 10, it's going to have extra levels. So the original game only had 2 levels. This and the 9th circle level. And the next version I'm going to release, which won't be for a while, could be a year or more, maybe, before I even release it, if I get time to build it, or even if I can think. Basically, I'm gonna. If you've seen the film, or if you've seen the film As Above, So Below, you'll know what I'm talking about. But basically, there's a whole section in the film where she goes seeking out something called the Rose Key, and there'll be a level called the Rose Key. There'll be a section where she has to go, well, in the film she goes to this museum style building, and you know, seeks out a stone tablet to reveal the clue in order to find the hidden stone, which leads her to the Paris catacombs. So basically Lara will be breaking into this museum to find this clue, and this is a level idea that I'm going to be implementing if I can work out how to do it. But anyway, originally this area was flooded, but now we have to flood it. And so we end up like, this is still a work in progress. It's nowhere near finished, and it won't be finished, as I mentioned, for a significant time. But I just wanted to give you guys a look-see at what I've been up to. And I also hope to... Also, that is the way out. Also, if you remember, if you've played this game, this is the way into this section, if anybody remembers playing my level, which I'm also in the middle of redoing. So I've grown as a builder in the sense that I'm now adding depth to my games. As you can see over there, there is a hole in the wall. That wasn't there before. And that might sound trivial, but my first game didn't have stuff like that, where there was chunks missing out of the wall to make it look more authentic. But now I'm rebuilding in the hopes of making it a bit more authentic as a level, to make it more convincing. Like, I'm just adding my knowledge that I've gained over the last couple of years into this newer revamped version. And as I said to somebody the other day on a stream, I said it's amazing how you can sit in front of the editor and just have blank canvas. I think somebody called it blank canvas syndrome. And the minute I load, I haven't put a trigger in for this door yet, but there's going to be a trigger here to open this. The minute you open up one of your old projects and start looking at it, it's amazing what can happen. So my mindset must be, and has been, on just completely trying to revitalize my first level. But yeah, so all I'm going to say to you for now is stay tuned. It's not going to be this year. I highly doubt it'll be this year, but it'll be a while yet before I release this again. But it's gonna be released as Search for the Hidden Stone Reimagined. Various other things that I've done as well. I've made this hole here smaller. It used to be much bigger. It's now smaller. I have retextured my hallways. I found a perfect texture for the catacombs, which was this here. And I'm just trying to make it look more realistic. The piano goes here, although I need to find another piano object because my other one's disappeared. But yeah, this is how it looks at the moment. As you can see, it's half textured. It's not even half textured, it's barely textured. But I've just, all these little squares here are obviously because of I can't find my previous old WAD either, and that is the object files. So I need to go and find more objects. These are the ones that were previous there, but because the WAD's not there anymore, they are coming up as question marks. So I've been gradually going through the level, deleting them as I've been working on the rooms. Initially this room here didn't exist either, but yeah, I'm working on it, and it's helping me. This is the section, the start section, where she enters via the train station, or under the train underground, which I'm also changing. So, you know, I'd like to think the possibilities are endless. You know, and it's come from beta testing various levels for builders, or agent in particular, and, you know, just generally watching her build and how she does things. And I've learnt that knowledge. So like these little holes here is what I was referring to, like the wee digs in the wall, like as if it's to give the illusion that the wall is falling down. But anyway, I just wanted to release that video, or release this video even, just giving you an update. In terms of Twitch streaming, as I previously mentioned, I don't know when I will return. I will return at some stage, but I've had an awful lot going on over the last year or two. I actually haven't been live on Twitch for, I think it's now 2 years, which is actually quite shocking, but I haven't had the time, the energy, or the drive, because my mental health has been quite low. Anybody that knows me personally knows what's been going on in my life in terms of, you know, things that have happened to me and my family within the last 2 years. You know, more specifically a car crash. But anyway, I'm not going to go into any details. But my flare is gradually rebuilding itself, and I'm trying, so yeah. But this is what it looks like as it stands. I need to work on my lighting as well, because my lighting in my previous level, although the thing is, when I loaded up my first level, my project file, on my project even, I downloaded it off TRLE.net and I played it, and it looks quite bright when I'm in this area. The redness, it's bright on my screen, but when I see other people play it, it's really, really dark, like really tremendously, that you can't see dark. Not even a flare makes it bright dark. So it makes me wonder. But yeah, this level's going to go under a complete revamp, and the next part of it will also go under a revamp. So yeah, but this is how it looks at the moment. But anyway, hopefully I'll speak to you guys soon, and yeah, stay safe, I guess. But yes, I want to change. Yes, I do want to save. Okay, guys, laters.